Okay, in this video, I wanted to go over how to complete the square in trigonometry. So in trigonometry, you'll often find a equation that looks like this. And this is a equation for an ellipse that is not in standard form. Oftentimes, you'll want to have this equation in standard form to find the following. And to do this, you'll have to complete the square. Okay, so first step is to take all the terms and rearrange them into a nicer format. Okay, so my mistake, I forgot to square y. Okay, so we want to rearrange the terms together. So x squared plus 6x, remember, leave a gap, plus 4y squared minus 8y, leave a gap, plus 9 equals 0. Okay, so we'll have to complete the square for each term individually. But we can do this all in one step. So first of all, we drop the 6 down and we divide it by 2, so it would be 3. Then we square 3, go up, and we have 9. Now, since there is no leading coefficient here, we just simply add 9 to this side. Now in this side, we have a leading coefficient. So my mistake, I should have done this before, but we can factor out the 4 out of the terms. So y squared minus 2y. Then we leave the gap, parentheses. Okay, so we divide by 2, and we have 1. And then we take this 1 and we square it, we go up, and we add 1. Now, since we factor it out of 4, we'll have to multiply the leading coefficient by the number we added. So it's basically like we added 4. So we add 4 here. Okay, so now we rearrange this messy equation. So we get your parentheses x, whatever term we have here, plus 3 squared. Then here we have plus 4 because it's the leading coefficient. Then we put parentheses y. Here we have actually this was a negative 1. That's my mistake. Negative 1 squared. Okay, so now we subtract 9 from this side, subtract 9 from here too, and we get left with 4. So positive 4. Now we're almost at standard form. However, recall that this is how an ellipse should look like. That's the form. So to do this, we have to divide this side by 4, this side by 4, and this by 4. So we'll end up with x plus 3 squared over 4 plus y minus 1 squared over 1. Let's leave it as over 1 just so it's easier to see because these 4's cancel, equals 1. Now we're in standard form and we can determine the center, vertices, and the foci of the ellipse. So the center will be this term right here and this term right here. Remember, it's the opposite, so it's negative 3, positive 1. Okay, so now the vertices. Recall that the vertices are the distance from the center, which is a. So here we have a squared. So if we square root 4, we'll have 2. So now we just subtract 2 and add 2 from the center. So our vertices will be from smallest to largest will be negative 5, 1, and negative 1, 1. Now, our foci, to find the foci, we take a squared minus b squared, and that will give us the distance of the center to the foci. Here, we just take a squared, which is already 4, minus b squared, which is 1, and we square root that, so we'll have root 3. And now we just add and subtract root 3 to get our foci. From smallest to largest, we have -3 minus root 3. You can give an exact answer if you want, but I'll just leave it as that. And also we have -3 plus root 3. And we have found the center, vertices, and foci.